and he shared that he thought that the institution of church was whack. Fine. Now that's his opinion. He can take whatever opportunity to say whatever he wants to say. Now, and mind you, instead of Pastor Mike Jr. saying, you know what, I didn't like that. Let me call my brother. Doesn't the Bible say if you have an ought? So you have an issue with what he said, but instead of picking up your phone to call Ty Tribbett to tell him about himself, to do your big one, you decided to get on your phone to record a video for social media to openly rebuke him. Did you call him first to say that? Did you go to him? Did you take all the steps that are talked about in the Bible to do? And here's the thing. Ty can still win souls and take that opportunity because he's still showing the love of Christ. He's still, and mind you, and I want shout out to my subscriber. She sent me a video and I forgot to add it to today about how God was doing something different in Ty. This was prophesied over him. He was in a forum and he was talking, and then he went into his rant or whatever, and then here comes a woman of God to prophesy over him, and she was saying how God was taking him to another level and he was doing things different. You're not the same Ty. I think that people we're just so locked and loaded on having to be right. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. We just want to be right all the time. Maybe you don't need to. Pastor Mike Jr., you could have called the man of God, or if he's your mentor of some sort, or your brother in Christ. Why did you take the opportunity to get on to run your right hand situation on the line instead of calling him? No, that's too much like right, because we're in this age where we got to clap back so people know that I'm the one that is in the right, and he should have did this the right way. I don't agree with that. Agree with him and call him. Brother, I didn't like how you did that. We could do a podcast to talk about it. Let's do it together. Let's rectify the situation. Now, people are not going to agree, and that's fine. People are entitled to their opinion. Okay? I had to watch it, and I had to ponder, and I said, what did he say that's so wrong? What? Why would you? And then furthermore, as a pastor, Pastor Mike Jr., and all the rest of the people that had something to say about it, I don't see them rebuking Lexi TV for going on to Carlton Pearson's channel talking about inclusion. Okay, y'all want to talk about that? And I don't care nothing about it. That don't bother me. But I don't know why these pastors want to continue to represent an institution that has N-worded children, S-worded, SA children, and women, and other and grown men. Why would y'all want to keep representing an institution that does not seem to glorify God but glorifies man? Why? Why? Listen, I have 3,000, excuse me, over 3,000 subscribers. I'm on the low end of the totem pole here. 3,000 subscribers here on the YouTube. I got my 4K on TikTok. Hey, TikTok. And out of all those people, you all come here because you want to hear the gossip in church, or what this pastor has done in the church, who the pastor has harmed in the church. My whole channel is about the church. And you want to represent the institution that holds women, children, and grown men grooming under their thumb like this? I hear more about people. I watch when I do watch social media, mostly TikTok. I hear what people say about the churches. I watch the comment sections. Pastor Mike Jr., your art is not really with Ty Tribbett. It's with your fellow clergy. Mm-hmm. The clergy makes the church look really bad. Can I say that, y'all? This is with all love, because I love God, I love the church. I really do. But the clergy, the men of God, the people that harm women, children, and grown men, we're finding out now that grown men are alleging grooming. I was corrected on that last week too, on my conversation. I was corrected. They said, Catrice, grown people, women and men, can be groomed. I listened to what the woman of God said to me, and I had to really think about that. Really had to think about it. And the numbers are going down. I don't care. If this is not for you, get off. I'm not for everybody. I don't need 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 100. I don't need it. I don't. I don't. I'm about to be out. I'm about to be done with it anyway. Okay. I'm not here for y'all to like me. I'm here to tell y'all the truth. The church is in the position that the church is in on the world stage, the way that it looks with or without Ty Tribbett saying something. Ty Tribbett didn't say nothing that nobody else has said. Ty Tribbett is a person that has, like he said, benefited from it. He owned that. He said, I benefited I made lots of money. My whole family has eaten off of the church for years. But guess what? It's messed up. And if people don't start calling these pastors and these leaders and these bishops to the table and saying, man of God, you got to straighten up. What happened to strengthening your brother? What happened to men of God being holding each other up and being accountable to each other and saying, you know what, bro, you know I love you. I love you down. But what you did over there with sister so-and-so and her cousin and her son, I ain't like that. You got to get that together. You got to repent. We don't hold each other accountable. We don't do it. You know what you do? You know what the church, the institution does? They sit and they turn a blind eye to it. Well, I don't, because I'm employed here. You don't see me. No, I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna mind my business, and it ain't got nothing to do with me. So I'm gonna stay out of it. It has everything to do with you. Everything. Every woman that's been harmed, every child, every grown, every little boy that has ever been touched in the church, in the four walls, in every basement, every bathroom, every office, every bus that has been touched. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody that's been touched. That's an example of why people think the church is messed up. I'm talking about the entire body. Folks don't want nothing to do with salvation. And he worried about Ty saying it on a world stage. Baby, look at the comment sections on these videos. Look at the comment section. People would rather sit at home, practice African spirituality, regular spirituality, law of attraction work, rather than go to church. They would rather believe in themselves, which is not bad at all. I don't care about that. I'd say believe in yourself too. You got to have it. God made us. But then rather than to believe in church and to believe in going to church, they want nothing to do with your institution. It's so sad. You know how embarrassing it is sometimes to tell people you're a Christian? I'm around a lot of people. I listen, people, if you meet me in person, my sister will tell you this. If you meet me and I don't like you, it is not me, it is you. Because I get on with people like that all the time. And wherever I go, everywhere I go, I can walk into any restaurant right now in my vicinity that I go to, and they know me by name. That's just how I am. I can go to a fight when I go to the to the quarterly fights and things, and they say, "Is your sister coming? Is Catrice coming?" Absolutely. Okay. But I meet people from all these different walks of life, and I listen to their stories. I listen to what they say, and you know what I tell them? Well, what are you doing? Well, I do this on YouTube. I talked about this last night. They said, "Oh, she has a YouTube channel," and I said, "Oh Lord, don't tell nobody that." I was embarrassed because I got to tell people that I have a YouTube channel talking about pastors raping children. Isn't that exciting? How exciting is that? I get to tell people that I'm talking about a bishop in the Lord's church that touches on little children. Talking about a bishop in the Lord's church that can't keep his hands to himself. I'm talking about a bishop in the Lord's church that don't know how to stop womanizing other women outside of his marriage. And you want somebody to say that the church is so amazing. Why would he go up on that platform and lie? Can somebody help me out? I'm gonna listen. You better talk back to me. I have a whole channel on YouTube devoted to pastors mistreating their flock. I have a whole channel devoted to men of God that cannot hold themselves. They have no discipline. Thing. But you want somebody to go up on the Breakfast Club and lie. The devil is a lie by shock to a fear God. I cannot. My whole channel is about bishops and pastors and leaders that don't understand self-respect and dignity. Is anybody there? I have a whole channel devoted to men of God that don't know how to hold themselves. And so Pastor Mike Jr. wanted Ty Tribbett to make the church look real good when the church is nasty, murky, and messy. Get the hell out of here. What church is he a part of? What church is he a part of, y'all? I want to know. I want to know Pastor Mike Jr.'s situation. Who are you? Who is your flock? Or are you coming up for all the rest of the bishops and the deacons and the pastors and the leaders and the preachers? How you gonna have this? You want the man of God to continue the lie. You want the man of God to pretend as though you want the man of God to gaslight the United States of America because you want the church to look a certain type of way, and you know that it is not the truth. You know it's a mess. The audacity of Pastor Mike Jr. to get up there and to run his dick sucker to want Ty Tribbett to lie. That is old school foolishness. I had to get that off my chest. I'm sick of these people. What church is he a part of? I want to know. Whatever church he a part of, I want to see it. Because the one I talk about here on YouTube, it's a mess. It's a hot mess. You have a bishop in the Lord's church accused of being a power bottom, going to Diddy parties, and I'm supposed to say that the church is A1? She said, from the bushes, my ex-bishop groomed. Say, I can't. She said, I'm from the bushes. My ex-bishop groomed his youth pastor's wife while he was married. They're together now. I like what you do here. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Thank you for following. I love you. What church is he looking at? Because the church that I talk about here, the one that does in fact need to be revamped, the church in fact needs a refreshing. That is not the church that we see every single day. My sister, you know what? I'm gonna tell the story again. When I first started talking about the CoreJay situation, I told my sister, I'm afraid that I'm not gonna have anything to talk about. She said, Catrice, there is no shortage of scandal in the church. You'll be fine. Almost 2 years later, consistently, she did not lie. I have to take time out of my grieving calendar to come on YouTube to talk about how messed up the church is. And Pastor Mike Jr. wants me to lie. How about Shatu? Fair quiet. I'm not lying. I don't lie. I might tell Lil White something, but I ain't telling no big one. Get out of here. Sounds like a cover up to me coming. And yeah, I want to fuss tonight because I'm sick of these people. I sit on the phone. I sit on the phone with these parents crying about their loved ones. I sit on the phone with mothers crying out for their children. You want me to say the church looks like bells and whistles when Michelle Lau does not have custody of Jason? You have lost your mind. You want me to sit up here and pretend that the church is without spot or wrinkle? Huh? When I have a self-proclaimed woman of God, I'm hearing all these stories that add up to the same thing all the time, beloved. Finding out today. Then she's doing witchcraft on people, coming from a multi-million-dollar family, and you want me to lie to say that the church is okay? Okay, all y'all go to hell today. I ain't gonna lie. If you come on here and talk about he should have never did that, get off my channel. Unsubscribe today. I will not be upset. This place is not for you, because you have no sense to think that Todd Tribbett didn't have a reason to say that the church is whack. Michelle Loud is without her son because a mega bishop's daughter now has lied her way through and then used the court, allegedly following folk, ransacking homes. You think that I'm going to sit up here and lie to you? The institution is effed up. That's what he should have said. And I'm only filtering what I'm saying because I have a little bit of respect for myself. I'm getting calls. This woman of God is doing witchcraft. Michelle had a whole interview on the Queen Sheba Darling podcast saying that an exorcism was performed in front of a group of people. And you want me to sit here on Beyonce's internet with JC producing and lie? I refuse. Hate me or love me, unsubscribe today. Will there be one? I'm not here for you. I'm not here for you. If you don't like this message, that's fine. I'm here for the underdog. All right, y'all. Bishop Whitehead, and I'm logging off. I got to go to dinner. I can't for the rest of the night. I can't. Bishop Whitehead. Now, last night I was minding my black